Jason Aldean. He created a song, as usual. But this song, it seems that everybody's having a problem with it. So I took the liberty of listening to it on live stream. If you're not familiar with the song I'm talking about, it's Try That in a Small Town from Jason Aldean. Amazing country singer. And after listening to the whole song, I just realized there is not a damn thing wrong in that song. All he's saying in that song is around and find out. He's not talking about anybody specific. He didn't mention a single bit of color. If you felt pressed about what he said in that song, he's talking about you. Because when he's talking about robbing a store, when he's talking about talking shit to the cops, I know what you're thinking. It's gotta be black people, right? He didn't say that. He didn't say anything about color. He didn't say anything about race. And last time I checked, all races rob stores and talk shit to the cops. One just so happens to do a little bit more than usual. That's not the point. Jason Aldean made the song about small towns. Small towns don't put up with shit. Criminals in big cities are able to get away with more shit. The local shopkeepers are afraid of them. But in a small town, you can't get away with shit that you normally would get away with. And that's what he's saying. Try that in a small town. It ain't gonna be the same. And he's right. And he's not talking about no damn sundown town, because I know that's what people are gonna say. Go to a small town and act a fool and see what happens. I don't need to say nothing else other than stream that song, because that's a damn good song.
Yes, welcome back. I've seen a lot of people doing videos partaking to this song. Somebody tweeted this: the top 2 songs on iTunes have been called racist by the left media. They call the first racist and falsely claim it is about black people. They call the second one racist because a white man is covering a song written by a black woman with her permission. So you can see the 2 songs. Jason's song is topping. Liberals have tempted pro-lynching. Looking into that song, I didn't see anywhere he talked about this.
Country music star Jason Aldean is pushing back tonight against critics after his music video for the song Try That in a Small Town was pulled off of country music television. Joining me now tonight is Tennessee State Representative Justin Jones, who of course last joined me back in April when you were famously expelled and then reinstated after he led a gun control protest on the House floor in Tennessee after shooting in Nashville. But I wonder what your reaction was when you heard the song and saw the video.
Yes, well, thank you so much again for having me, Caitlin. As a Tennessee lawmaker, as the youngest black lawmaker in our state, I felt like we had an obligation and a duty to condemn this heinous, vile, racist song that is really about harkening back to days past. There's no accident that he filmed this in the site of the Murray County Courthouse where the race riot happened, and where as well as the 1927 lynching of a young man who was 18 years old, Henry Cho, occurred. This song is about normalizing racist vigilantism and white nationalism, and it's about glorifying a South that we are moving forward from and that we're trying to move forward from here in Tennessee.
I don't want to even talk much pertaining to this guy. I think I did the video about him the day he was, suspended. There is a lot going on here. I have seen some black people coming out to say, they don't see any problem wrong with the song. I have seen some coming out like him, try to, go against the song. What this guy did was more heinous than you can ever imagine. But Democrats had to ignore that and embrace it like it's a normal thing.
And unfortunately, this became the #1 song on U.S. iTunes. We have a problem in this country about race, and the biggest problem is we refuse to admit that it exists.
Well, don't you think that a lot of this big city, small town business is racist, is about race? The cities have more black people than the small towns.
So country singer Jason Aldean is getting backlash for the video of his song Not in a Small Town, which critics are saying is racist. It's got lyrics, racist lyrics, and images. Aldean says the song's about unity. Here's South Dakota Christy Nome defending him. Here's the clip.
I am shocked by what I'm seeing in this country, with people attempting to cancel this song and cancel Jason. I think a lot of times people that go out and fight every day on these important issues and have an opinion and remember the freedom and liberty that this country was founded on get persecuted from it. And we're seeing that with the Aldeans right now and the songwriters that work so hard on this. And I just want them to know that we support them. We love them. Thank you for writing a song that America can get behind. And boy, keep singing, keep playing. And if you want to come to South Dakota, I'll let you play anywhere.
You'll let them play anywhere? You own South Dakota now? Listen, you know, there are lyrics in the song, and I think, you know, he talks about life in a small town, and it's different, you know, and he shows these images. He's got folks from the Black Lives Matter movement occurred to Jason or the writers that that's what these folks were doing. They were taking care of the people in their town.
There is Sonny Austin, Whoopi Goldberg. You can see their take. It's so interesting to see how this cultural war sometimes taking another dimension with some kind of ridiculous points, you know, being poured out by these same people. Sonny Austin is often involved with race-related issue. They pick up talking points like this, like, it's because of this, because of that. Yes, according to this article recently published by Daily Wire, twist everything to fit your repulsive narrative. Jason will fire back at critics. Country music star Jason's wife Brittany, an outspoken opponent of the woke agenda, fired back at critics over her husband's song "Try That in a Small Town," who called the lyrics racist. Anderson's song, released in May, was targeted after he released a video of it on July 14, with critics calling it racist and pro-lynching. After a backlash, country music star Television pulled the video. Anderson's wife Brittany fired back at critics, publishing a selfie of her and her husband captioned, "Never apologize for speaking the truth. Media, it is the same song and dance," she wrote on her Instagram story. Twist everything you can to fit your repulsive narrative. How about instead of creating stories, we focus on the real ones such as Child Sounds of Freedom? But you will not see them focusing on that. It is irrelevant to them. Now they want to jump on a song, you know, to pour out
the different things that have gone on in our country where people stood up and said no more. We do the same thing that small towns do. That's my